Hello and welcome to the Cold Coffee Club, a podcast brought to you by Houston Moms. We're here to give you a little bit of that mom-to-mom connection, fun, and conversation amidst all the chaos. Join us as we take a break from doing all the things and explore the wide spectrum of this crazy motherhood role. We'll interview fun guests, talk about cool grown-up topics, laugh, share, and grow together. So go ahead, reheat that coffee, and put your feet up. Here we go.
Okay,
look at us.
Did we make this happen somehow?
Oh my gosh. I feel like
oh my gosh, it's working on Facebook.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, you have no
my
idea.
Gosh.
There was so much that went into figuring this out.
The amount of technical difficulties to make it happen.
Gosh. But
welcome
we're
to
here.
The Cold Coffee Club live on the Houston Moms Facebook page. We are
trying to
here.
get my adrenaline down now.
We are live by the skin of our teeth at 12:03, so we're just a little late.
Yeah.
But already today, I mean, what have you done? What has your morning been like? Tell me about your day today, and then I'll tell you about my day today.
Oh yeah, yes. I overslept.
Yes.
I had a meeting that was scheduled for 9 and didn't start till 9:30, so it just threw everything kind of off. And I spilled some coffee on my first shirt. So yeah,
indeed.
And now
Cold
we're
Coffee
here.
Club. Okay.
Yes, and now we're here, barely.
That's fantastic. So I had, and this is a blessing. I am not going to be upset about this. A wonderful woman came to clean my house, which is a blessing, but she was here at 7:45 in the morning, which is a rough time to be like, everybody up. And like, I try to straighten up, Yeah. And then also at that time, the dog groomer came. And then also I needed to get my kids out of the house so that we could do this. And then also I have had a cough, cold. It is not the dreaded, I'm not going to say the word here because we're probably going to get shut down. But it's not that. I've tested twice. So we've had that going on. As you can hear, I've kind of got some junk. But like, it has just been a morning. So I'm so glad to be talking to you.
Yay.
So glad to be talking to you. So welcome everyone. We are here to we're going to kind of do our regular episode, but I don't know if you saw, we are also throwing in here today a giveaway.
Yep.
And what we have is a brand new in the box, never used, like it's in the packaging, like the whole thing. A Britax, is it Britax?
I always called it Britax, but I might be saying
Britax. Do your Googling if you need to. It is a 1 for life car seat in the packaging, Click-Tight. It'll take you through all the stages. And it's free. And all you have to do is kind of like participate here. So say hi, give us a comment, ask some questions, and just kind of like be here. You can ask a question about really anything, whether it's things we've already posted on the website, things we've talked about in previous episodes, summer favorites, beauty products, mom hacks, whatever. We are here to either answer your question or tell you we also don't know the answer to.
Yes. And just as an added bonus, if you like, subscribe, maybe share our podcast, we'll just give you extra love because that'll make us super happy.
So we will like kind of compile comments. If you comment a lot, you get more entries. And then we will do like a comment generator picker thing. They have those so that way we're not, being like, this is my best friend. And then picking our best friend. We want to be fair.
Of course.
So anyways, we didn't even introduce ourselves. Tell me who you are.
Hi.
Lord knows I don't know who I am lately. So tell me who you are.
I'm Ashley. I'm project coordinator for Houston Moms. Happy to be here again today. Jenny.
Yay.
Tell us about yourself.
I'm Jenny and I'm the social media director for Houston Moms. So Ashley does a lot of our website content, a lot of our guides, the calendars that go up every month. So today's May 31st. So tomorrow is June 1st, where you will see our things to do in Houston in June calendar. She works so hard on those. She does our VBS guide and Oh man, she works her tail off on those. So if you use those, thank Ashley. She's fantastic.
And Jenny is social media extraordinaire. Like seriously, I follow our page, of course, but then I also get alerts when you post things just so I can see them right away. And I'm always just.
Do you really? You get alerts when I put? That's so funny.
Sure do.
Well, I'm glad. It's fun.
I love it.
I always love, like, I have certain people that will send me things to my personal page that they think that I should post on Houston Mom's page because they've like kind of like learned the kind of like jokes or memes and stuff that I like to post there. And I always love that when people are like, you should post this on the mom's page. So I love that so much.
That's perfect.
We'll spill the tea. Do you have any tea? Do you have anything you want to share with us today while we're waiting for some questions?
Yes, so yesterday I went to my first, or was it Sunday, I went to my first quinceañera, and I have never, I was so excited. Yes, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. And everyone was just so happy to like be together and celebrate Allie's 15. And it was a blast. And I just think I love kind of jumping into things that I'm not used to, and everyone was speaking Spanish, and I was like, I don't know what you're saying, but I caught a few words. Like, okay, cool, I can sort of get it. And it was a blast. It was so cool, and they put so much into it. They put so much into it. The decorations are just extravagant and beautiful, and they had a photo booth, and so we took pictures with the birthday girl and all that stuff, and we just had a blast. The food was really good. The drinks were great. I popped a bottle of champagne, and we had a blast.
I love that.
Yeah. So that's no fails this week. No fails, I don't think. It's been a very good week. How about you?
I've had a little bit of a fail, and I know it's not my fault, but like, you know, we've just started summer. My kids last day, well, Thursday they had a half day, but Wednesday, Thursday was their last days of school. Excuse me, hold on. And we have just had, you've just witnessed, I have had a cold for a week, and I felt so bad because it's been summer and they want to play and they want to go do stuff and they want to like swim and go play with friends. And I have been like in a bed, like I have been like the most pathetic person. And I'm like, sorry guys, we'll play with friends next week. And they've been so sweet about it. And they've been like watching all the movies. Yeah. And then finally, I was like, this Sunday, I was finally feeling a little better. It was also like my husband's birthday. And so we decided, Saturday was his birthday, but Sunday we decided we were going to go like do something fun. Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to rally. I'm going to be a trooper. Like, I'm feeling better. I was so miserable the whole day. And I was just like, I'm feeling like the worst mom. But I'm finally feeling a little better. And I just told the kids, I was like, thank y'all so much for like being so sweet. I know it's like summer. You want to just like go and be with people and go explore. And I've just been like, so hi, you're just going to stay here and watch movies while your mother lays in this bed.
It's still early summer.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. But they're at a friend's house right now and they were all excited. So I'm coming back to the land of the living and everything is going okay.
We're glad to have you back.
Okay. And on that note, I just got our first comment here is going to speak into, I'm just going to go right into my cream and sugar, which like, cause this tails goes right into it. So someone here asked any water parks in Houston. Let me see if if we got like a different comment here where we see Danny. Okay. So on our streaming platform, it just says Facebook user. Danny is asking, any water parks in Houston worth going to, which there are several. But my cream and sugar this week is I tried a new water park we went to on Saturday. We drove out to Sheridan, Texas, which is not in Houston. It is outside of Houston. It's far west. So we had to drive, I would say it was over an hour, but it was under 2. So if you're willing to kind of drive a little bit. Yeah. In Sheridan, Texas, it's called Splashway. Okay. And it is admittedly in the middle of nowhere. Like you have just put a water park like in literally the middle of nowhere. But it was great. It's a pretty decent sized water park and it wasn't crazy. So if you are like me and you get really anxious with crowds, it was the day before Memorial Day and I was kind of expecting it to be a not, calm. But the lines were not insane. My kids loved it.
Yeah.
We didn't go till a little later in the afternoon. We were only there from like, I want to say like 1:30 to 6:00.
Okay.
So we weren't there a whole day, but you can bring all your own food in. I mean, they have food there, like you can buy food, but I saw moms wheeling out wagons with like whole loaves of bread and coolers and like peanut butter and jelly. I mean, like people were making food. There's tons
that's
of picnic
awesome.
tables and shade, and it's real. I was really impressed with it. I mean, there was tons of stuff to do for little ones there. Yes, there was there was like a little lagoon with tons of little slides and like lily pads that they could jump around on. We were like, we would come back here for sure. So again, it's a little bit of a drive. It's not in Houston, but if you're going to go for the day, and again, especially if you can bring all your own food like that, definitely worth going. So
that is a done deal. I have to go there now.
Yeah.
I know that there's a new water park in New Caney.
Okay.
It's called Big Rivers Water Park.
Okay.
And I haven't been there yet. And it's they have water park stuff, but there's also like aerial things that you can do, like zip lining, all that kind of stuff. I'm not exactly sure what all it has for smaller kids yet. I haven't been, but it looks really, really cool. So
great. What are Lauren has just asked if we have any favorite splash pads. Do you have any favorite splash pads that you can take your kiddos to? Is the one in the zoo still open?
I don't remember, and I thought about that too. I was like, what? The
last time I saw it open was pre-COVID, but I haven't. Oh, I said the word. But
darn it.
I know at some point we've put one up on the website, but I don't know how updated it is.
Right.
But I can look for sure.
Favorite splash pads. I know I had a few listed because we kind of just bop around to different ones. We're just constantly like, and I literally save them. Yes. And I literally save them in my phone. On my Google Maps, I have saved, I have it under play times. And we'll go to different parks. We go to Nottingham Park a lot. It's here in the Energy Corridor, and it's real simple. It's not anything extravagant, but there's also a playground next to it, and then like an amazing park around it. So that's one of our quick go-tos. What else? Yeah, we haven't really explored splash pads yet this year. We need to get on it. Yeah, I don't know about this too.
Oh, where's a really good one? And again, it's a little bit of a drive, but Kima has a really great splash pad. The Kima splash pad. And then the one in Discovery Green.
Yes.
The Discovery Green splash pad is really fun.
Yeah. I know.
I always brought a towel when I went down there because I always they'd all go running through it and then their clothes were all wet coming back.
Of course.
So the Discovery Green splash pad.
Yes. I literally keep like a beach bag in the car at all times with swim trunks and towels because it's just random. We'll just drive by and we're like, oh, splash pad.
Exactly. Little reset button for us all.
Yep. There is one in towards the spring area called the Lentz Family Park East.
Okay.
And we've been to that one. It's been a while, but it's nice. Like it's fenced around it and everything, so I can kind of keep a better. When you have 3 kids, they just all go in different directions, and I'm like, I don't know, where's the middle one?
Exactly. Now, what's over there? You start running.
Yep. So that one's a good one. It's small and contained.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't been to any splash pads yet. We need to step up our game.
Yeah, it's been hard. So my oldest daughter is she just finished 4th grade, so she's kind of like, I'm sure she would still have fun, but she doesn't like get drawn to a splash pad the way she used to. And so it's been funny, like they're starting to diverge their interests a little bit. So what is great for one isn't great for the other anymore.
Of course.
And that's really been interesting in motherhood, to kind of having to plan different activities for different things. I don't know, that's been an interesting journey, especially like even this summer when planning camps for them and planning. There was this one camp I always used to put them in. It was a little gymnastics camp.
Uh-huh.
And I realized we went to like look at it and I was like, she's too old for this now. Like,
Yeah.
even like, I'm sure like age wise, they would still put her in, but I know her. And I'm
Right.
like, she would not have fun at this. Like this, she
Right.
would be like, this is babyish. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just funny. Like I'm starting to have to like change plans and change structure a little bit of how I do things
Uh-huh.
because it's just getting, she just wants to be with her friends.
Of
That's what she, I
course.
mean, she's just
Of
at that
course.
age where she just wants to play with her friends and go do activities with her little friends. And she
Yeah.
doesn't want to just go to like, you know, crafts camp. No, she'll do it if there's somebody coming with her. So,
Yeah.
okay. So Megan's asking, how are you managing lunches for the kids this summer? I feel like mine either sleep or stay in bed till crazy late in the morning. And food seems like an all-day buffet. Girl, yes.
Yep.
So it kind of depends at my house. I am either doing, we will either cook a big dinner and have leftovers the next day, and that's just what it is. Or I will do like, we will do sandwiches and chips and fruit multiple days a week.
Yeah.
Or I will pick one day a week that we will go to lunch with friends at like an outdoor park, and we will do Chick-fil-A on days like that or something like that. So we kind of vary it, but we do not just get to just eat junk all day long. The kitchen cannot be just open. We run out of food by Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's like we have nothing, and then you know they're like, we don't have any, and it's we can't do it. We can't do it. So it's a lot of like turkey, cheese, fruit.
Yep. Yep. So for my boys, since they're homeschooled, we pretty much don't really change a whole lot because it's summer. We just have more things we can go out and do. But with my work schedule and them being home, we make a lot of trays. I do make a lot of little trays. So we'll do like quesadillas and like little things that go with it, or pigs in a blanket, and put those in a tray. And we try to limit it to like one time a week we'll go out to eat, because feeding 3 people out all the time is just, I'm like, oh my gosh, like we just spent $30 and you guys want to go again somewhere tomorrow. That's not gonna, I don't know, thank you. So yeah, we do a lot of trays and a lot of I was doing when they were back in school, we would do like little snack trays where it's like, okay, this is your free for all. We've got like Teddy Grahams, we've got grapes, we've got whatever. And then like you can pick at that all day long, but don't go in my pantry at all. This is it for the day.
A couple weeks ago, we had a friend over to swim, and they wanted a snack. You know, the kid, can we have a snack? And we'd already had dinner. But I get, you know, they're hungry. They would been in the pool for a couple hours. And so I did put out a platter, and I put cheese on it and some crackers and some nuts. And then some, I think I did put like a handful of Cheetos on there, and then some grapes and like some ranch dip. Like, I mean, it was just like whatever I could find in my pantry and my fridge. I was just throwing cheese sticks. Like, you know, like the kind you know, just like that you peel open the wrapper, like cheese sticks, just throwing it on there. And I set it down, and they were in heaven. And they sat around like the edge of the pool and swim up and grab. And it was so gross. You know, they get us all nasty. But they were so happy. I mean, they were happy as can be. And it took me 3 minutes to throw that thing together, because I was just like throwing stuff. So Becca's asking a question to you, Ashley. Does your schedule with the boys change during the summer, or do you continue to school them through the summer?
Oh, we had a good talk the other day. My boys were like, we shouldn't have to do any schoolwork. It's summertime. And I'm like, yeah, but your friends have been at school for hours a day. You guys, we do like our schoolwork. We do schoolwork every day, but it's like, do this section. That's it. And that could take maybe an hour, maybe. So we're still doing school during the summer. Yeah, I'm like, y'all have it so easy right now. Like, this is what we're working on, do that, and we're done for the day. So we are schooling all summer long.
So I'll share one thing that I'm even doing at my house, is my kids really thrive on structure. They just do better with it. They don't fight as much. There's not as much mess. There's not as much bad behavior. And I, for one, really struggle with providing that structure. And as much as we love a routine, we have a hard time sticking with it, especially in the summertime. If I said every day we are going to the park at 10 a.m., we're just not. Like, we're just not. We'll do that for 4 days and then we'll just falter on that. Because things that, all of a sudden, well, we have a dentist appointment this day, or we would, things just, the schedules change too much. And so I started this last year and it worked really well for us. Because as much as they like structure, they also like a little bit of variety, where they kind of don't want every day to look exactly the same. They get bored with it.
Yeah.
And so what I started doing, and especially because I work and I need a little bit of time for them to not be just fully entertained by me. I got a marker, not a huge one. I just got a marker board. And every night when they go to bed, I write on our marker board, I look at my schedule for the next day and I look at what do we have going on tomorrow? What do I need to do for work tomorrow? What appointments do we have? Anything like that. And when they come downstairs, they have, because they get up pretty early still, a written schedule that says, okay, from 8 to 9, you have free, you can watch a show, you can play with toys, whatever you want to do. You will have breakfast at 8:45 or, whatever. At 9 to 9:15, you need to clean up whatever you have done. From 9:15 to 10, you will go outside. From 10, like I have it very broken down by time, from 10 to 11, mommy has a call and you will not come in her office during this time unless someone is actively bleeding
profusely.
Not like
Band-Aid can't stop it.
like, no, like a lot. Then from, and it's then from this time to this time, we have a dentist appointment. Then after the dentist appointment, we're going to the library. Then, again, it's very like, then from here to here, you can watch YouTube. YouTube ends at 1 o'clock. Like, and, and so what happens is, there's not all day. When are we going to? What time is it? Can I do this?
Go look at the board.
There is also scheduled into every day about an hour of you have to go to your room quietly. I don't care what you do in there. But my kids are at an age where she needs some alone time from her brother every day, just their personality. She just is like, get off of me for a second. And so she will go read in her room, or she will go just be by herself. And so it works for me to give them a daily schedule that gives them using their imagination, giving them playtime, giving them cleaning time, giving them an expectation of how the day is going to go, giving me work hours. But also there's variation, and it's not just like every day from 9 to 10 you will go outside, because they're just going to be like, what if it's raining, like like it's just not going to work like that every day. Or this is a week that we're going on vacation, or or whatever that is. And so I'm allowed to get my done, and they understand that the door is closed during that time and don't come in here. I love you so much, but
please go. You, since we were talking about lunches before, what are some of your go-to summer recipes for your kiddos? I know one of our contributors asked us that last week.
Okay, so I do barbecue pulled pork sandwiches. It is one of the easiest things I make. I just put it in a crock pot. I get like a pork loin, throw it in the crock pot with barbecue sauce. Sometimes I like pour a can of Dr. Pepper in there because that is the health mind that I am. I'm very healthy. And I get just like some like Hawaiian roll sliders.
Yeah.
I just pull it apart. They love those, and I'll serve it with like green beans and macaroni and cheese sometimes, or just carrots, things like that.
Yeah.
And they love that. And it's just easy because I put it on early and put it on low, and they'll do that.
Yep.
And then we also my kids really love to eat sausage, like grilled sausage. So we'll do grilled sausage a lot. I love that. There's that, Adele's is a brand that does chicken apple sausage, and I really love eating that in the summer. It's it's like just a chicken sausage, and they put like apple in it, and they love to eat the chicken apple sausage. So
yum.
We make that a lot. And then I'm trying to think what else we really eat a lot of. Lots of sweet potatoes.
Oh.
We do a lot with sweet potato and like sides of like chicken thighs.
Yeah.
And so, and you know what else they've been loving lately is like they like they liked Caesar salad for whatever reason, and then we do like a chicken Caesar wrap, and they really like that.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
That sounds really good right now.
That sounds really good. We like to do my boys like sausage as well, and so I'll just do like a skillet where it's just kielbasa and potatoes, bell pepper, onions, and just kind of like fry it up in the pan. And they, for some reason, they love it. They're like, can we do that? And to me, it's just like, I don't know. It doesn't look super amazing when you make it. Like it starts to get kind of soft, and it doesn't look amazing, but it tastes so good. And my boys love that. Love it. And then I'll do like, kind of like you were talking about the pulled pork. I'll do like a pork loin with like a mango peach salsa or something, and pour it into the crock pot and just let it cook, and I'll maybe put it on some brown rice and lettuce, tomato, and or lettuce, and lettuce, tomato, sometimes sour cream, and it's just pork with the salsa, and it's amazing.
Oh, I love that.
Love it. And my kids do love, I'll make like a BLT salad. I love to do lighter things. And so I'll make like a BLT salad, and they're not huge on vegetables really, but I can, if you put ranch or anything on anything, you'll eat it.
I love it. So we always call it dip. My kids always, when they were babies, toddlers, they call it dip. And so I say anything with dip. We gotta have dip.
Yeah, I throw in all the vegetables, and they don't even notice. They're like, "Is there ranch?" Yes, there is. And bacon, done deal.
Oh yeah, anything with bacon.
Yeah,
anything with bacon. So, and then normally it's like, it always seems like at least one night a week I'm popping a DiGiorno in the oven because I'm run out of energy, whatever. And we're doing a chicken nugget and which is like, this is what it is.
You're fed, aren't you?
This is what you're having today.
Yep. Yeah.
We're having a DiGiorno.
What are your plans for this summer? Do you have any trips planned or?
Nothing like set. So like in August, like in early August, there's a group of girls that I have done a trip with every summer for like the last decade, except for, there was 2 years there that we didn't do. But I'll see them for a week, and it's just in Texas. Like we just kind of go for a weekend somewhere.
Okay.
So that's not till early August though. But no, I mean, so far we're toying a little bit with maybe trying to take the kids somewhere in July, but we've been such procrastinators in actually getting anything planned that now I'm worried about, like, we've waited so long, like, are we going to actually be able to find anything for any decent price? And so I'm sure what we'll normally end up doing is like, we'll find an Airbnb in Texas somewhere that's like at a river or at a lake or something like that, where we could play outside and get them swimming and, something that's like relatively inexpensive for, 2 or 3 nights, and just get out of this location and go just to another house, but just be able to sleep there and stay there. That's just at a property where they can run around outside. And my husband really likes to fish, and he likes to, he'll take poles out there with them and they'll go do stuff like that. So,
that's fun.
Yeah, we'll do something like that, I'm sure. But the thing is, we don't have anything like planned.
Right.
Which is, I think right now there's such a surge in vacations that everything kind of is priced very high. And so like every time we start to like look, we're like, oh no, like we'll like find something somewhere like this looks cool. Like look at the prices and oh, never mind. Not that cool.
Not at all.
We were laughing because we went and looked at there was one place in towards the West Coast, like a national park we were looking at, and it was really expensive to fly. And it was like, what if we drove it? Like maybe we could drive.
Yeah.
And so like he typed it into his phone, like how long would it take to drive there? And it was like 1 day and 12 hours. And he was like, no. Like it was just immediate, like bail. Like it was going to take a day and a half of driving nonstop.
Oh my gosh.
If we didn't stop at all. He was like, no. I don't want to do that.
Gosh.
We don't have that much time.
Not at all.
We don't want to do it. What about you? Y'all going anywhere?
For the most part, I think we're going to stick around. My dad lives in Austin, so we might make a trip to Austin. But other than that, I don't have the energy. I just don't. And we're supposed to be moving in August. So I'm like, let me just save all my energy for August.
Moving in August. That sounds warm.
Yep. I'm trying to be positive, like, oh, but it'll be fun because we'll be moving to a new place and you'll be happy and it'll be great.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell the sun that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
the sun doesn't love to cooperate.
Not at all.
I remember when I had my daughter, I had her in July. July 16th was her birthday. And she was even a little early. I think her actual due date was July 27th. So she was early. And I remember being like mid-June and it was so stinking hot, and going to the doctor one day for just like your check, when you like start going in all the time for checkups and stuff, and thinking to myself, like, I want to go to the hospital now, like in mid-June, I don't want to have her yet. Like it's too early to have her, but I just want to check in and just stay there from now till when she's born. And I'll eat there and just watch TV until she comes, because I just don't want to go outside anymore.
Yep.
My husband doesn't need to stay. He can come and visit me. I just no more getting in and out of the car. No more picking out clothes to make this work. No more. I would like to stay in the hospital, and then when she's ready, we'll take her out and then we'll go. Yeah. But I don't want to be outdoors anymore.
It's the worst. Time. I refuse. If I ever were to have any more children ever, my kids are born in August and October. And I'm like, I'm not going through the biggest months of pregnancy in the heat. I'm like, nope, this is not happening.
I was so puffy and swollen. I posted a side-by-side comparison when I left the hospital with Ellie, because Kate Middleton had her baby and left the hospital, like that day.
And she just looked perfect.
I mean, and then like I posted me leaving the hospital like 4 days after I had my child, because I had a C-section.
Yeah.
And I'm like leaning in by her car seat, and I'm like, like just like could not be puffier.
Yep.
Could not. Yep. And I looked awful. Like I just looked awful. And it's okay. That's how the Lord intended it. Like I just looked awful. And I like posted a side by side of me and Kate, and I'm like, same girl.
Yep. No, I was pregnant with my last when Serena was Serena Williams was pregnant. And I'm like, so she had just won something. I don't know if it was like the US Open. I don't know what it was, but she just won something. And we were like the same amount of weeks along. And I'm like, so she did that. And I'm over here like not doing that. Like, I feel like I'm dying and she's just winning all the
things. We're not doing it.
Nope.
Not doing it.
Oh.
So you have a question?
Oh, I just forgot about our cream and sugar. I had one for today,
that was going to be my next question.
Oh,
well,
perfect.
No, my cream and sugar I already shared because someone asked about the water parks.
Oh, yes.
So I already shared mine. What was your cream and sugar?
Okay, so I have two. So the Houston, I know that we mentioned the Houston Food Fest in our last episode.
Oh, yeah.
It was supposed to be this weekend, but because of like renovations and construction that ended up getting delayed, they postponed it to November, which is kind of a good thing because it sounded like it was going to be miserably. I'm pretty sure it was miserably hot this weekend. And then, so it'll be nice to enjoy food and not be dripping with sweat. But I was really bummed kind of because I was so excited about it. And it's like, I'm ready to eat all the food right now. But they postponed it to November.
Okay.
And then also, I did a photo shoot with a friend at Punt Park, PUNDT Park, and it's in spring, and it is the coolest little park. It's got, so there's all kinds of stuff like in the park. There's a dog park and there's places to walk, but then when you go, there's like a river. It's not, it's most like a river, and I think it might go out into a lake. But there's little beaches and stuff. I saw families like camping out, and it was like the perfect kind of beach day without going to the beach. So there's sand and everything, and it's closer to most of us than Galveston. And it's less crowded. There's little banks that you can just park at, or well, not park, but park your family with your tent and your snacks and all that kind of stuff. And it is so peaceful. It is relatively quiet. It's like there's trees everywhere. It's very, very cool. And I am so excited to take my boys there. We haven't gone as a family, but it is just the perfect kind of beach day.
I love that.
Without going. Yes, it's so cool. You guys, PUNDT Park.
Okay, great. No, we love that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and then I wanted to share our house blend for the week. Because I wanted to make sure we mentioned this because it was so good.
Yeah.
So our house blend is always the post on our Houston Moms website that Ashley and I really loved this week or this month. And this was written by our amazing managing editor, Elizabeth Baker, and called The Burden of Summer, Why Not All Moms Can Make It Magical. And here, even in this conversation, Ashley and I have been talking so much about summer and keeping our kids fed and entertained and happy and being, Ashley and I can both work from home, but not everybody can do that. And people have got to find places for their kids to go in the summer. And there are camps and activities, but those places are very expensive. And there are children that have additional needs that are usually met in school. And those children really become incredibly dependent upon the structure and the kind of the routine of that school day. And sometimes summer can be incredibly it gets them really off kilter. Yeah. And so the burden of summer, she said, it just falls on mothers, and it is a really hard time for a lot of moms. And so while there's a lot of moms that every week has a theme and we're going to Disney World and we're going on all these family vacations, that is not the case for everybody. Yeah. And that can really come from a lot of privilege to be able to make every summer very magical. So we're going to link that in the show notes. If you're listening to this later, I really encourage you to read it. I think that working moms especially will feel very keen if that applies to you. So we loved that.
Yeah, it was a great one.
So and then our see you later caffeinator will just be that we will draw a winner for the Britax car seat here in the next couple of days. So And we will let the comments run for a little bit. We'll kind of let them run till midnight tonight. So if you're watching this later, keep commenting on if any of the questions we answered. So if you have a favorite water park, if you have a favorite splash pad, if you have anything you want to, we are not the only answerers to these questions. So if there's anything you want to contribute, comment that here too. We want to hear your take too. So this was so fun.
We did it.
And so should we go ahead and mention that this is kind of
this is kind of the wrap up. This is kind of the wrap up of our normal season of the Cold Coffee Club. What we're going to do from here on out, at least for the summer, is we're going to be posting episodes every 2 weeks because life is going to be very busy. We're going to try to have, good times with our kids and all that fun stuff. So we're going to switch over to every other week and up until school starting back up. By mid-August, and it'll look a little different for a minute, but I feel like we'll have a lot more to share meeting up every 2 weeks.
And then we'll start season 3 kind of sometime in August, and we'll kind of post about that as we ramp up to that. But we appreciate y'all giving us some spaced out episodes this summer as we kind of juggle
all the things.
All the things. So thank y'all so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
You've been listening to the Cold Coffee Club, brought to you by Houston Moms. We wish you a fabulous week with your families and look forward to sharing many more cups of cold coffee with you.